Morning, all. All right, so we have 8 games tonight in the National Hockey League. I'm on this set for now, but we are warming up the main set, so I'll be back there soon. So we have 3 games starting at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, two a half an hour late, or two an hour later, then one a half an hour later, and then two more a half an hour later. So there's no late starts tonight in the National Hockey League, which big fan right here. Starting at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, Seattle in against the New York Rangers. This is the second and final meeting. They met in Seattle on October 21st. The Rangers won that matchup 4-1. Seattle 19, 15, and 9 overall. They're 9 and 1 in their last 10. Of course, the loss being the most recent game, so they're trying to win 10 out of 11 with a victory tonight. And I went with, again, numbers over the last month for this. Jared McCann in 11 games has 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. Larson has 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points in 12 games, and he's a plus 12. So Adam Larson having a very good run right now. And Jordan Eberle also with 2 goals. He has 3 assists for 5 points in 11 games. So, yeah, we'll see if McCann and Eberle get goals tonight. On the New York Rangers side, they're 27, 13, and 2 overall. They're 4, 5, and 1 in their last 10. Trocheck in 14 games over the last month, 7 goals, 10 assists, 17 points, and fantastic in the faceoff circle. Adam Fox, 14 games, 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points for him. And Wheeler, just with the 1 goal in 14 games, but he does have 5 assists for 6 points in that time as well. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Colorado and Ottawa. This is the second and final meeting as well. On December 21st, at home, Colorado won 6-4. The Avs are 28, 13, and 3 overall. They're 7, 2, and 1 in their last 10. They're coming off of a loss last night in Montreal. Jonathan Drouin, what a story. 15 games over the last month, 7 goals, 9 assists, 16 points. He's been fantastic. Makar, 12 games over that same time period, 2 goals, 12 assists, 14 points. You know what you're getting with Cale Makar. And Johansson, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points in 15 games for him. And I know they want more goals from Johansson, but he does well for them in the faceoff circle. And we know that Colorado's looking for likely another forward at the deadline. Ottawa's 15 and 23 overall. They're 4 and 6 over their last 10. Claude Giroux in 13 games over the last month, 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points, playing pretty well. Jacob Chychrun, 13 games, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points. The alarming side is the minus 10 he's put up over the last month. Artem Zub, just for comparison's sake, 12 games, 1 goal, 5 assists, 6 points. He's been a plus 3 over that same time period. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Anaheim and Washington. Anaheim coming off of a win last night in Florida. November 30th, these teams met in Anaheim. It was a 5-4 win for Washington. The Anaheim Ducks, 15, 27, and 1 overall. They're 3, 6, and 1 over their last 10. Alex Killorn over the last month, 14 games, 3 goals, 8 assists, 11 points. Solid production there. Lacomb's been solid for them lately too, 4 assists in 11 games. Leo Carlson's only played 3 games over the last month with 1 assist, but he played last night, so we'll see if he plays tonight. Considering all the load management and everything and him coming back from injury, we shall see. Washington, 20, 15, and 6 overall. They're 3, 6, and 1 in their last 10 games. And, of course, they split the back-to-backs against the Rangers. Carlson, 15 games, 2 goals, 7 assists, 9 points for him. Mantha, 15 games, 5 goals, 3 assists, 8 points for him. And Pacioretty, 6 games, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points. And of course, for the Caps, trying to do this likely without Ovechkin again. We shall see. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start between LA and the Dallas Stars. This is the first of 3 meetings. So while you've got 3 meetings there that's the end, those teams won't see each other again unless it's the Cup final. For LA and Dallas, they're going to see each other at least 2 more times. During the regular season anyways. March 9th and March 16th will be the other 2. The Kings are 21, 11, and 8 overall. They're 2, 4, and 4 in their last 10. Fiala, over the last month, 14 games, 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points. Laferriere, I love his work ethic, 14 games, 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points. There's a lot there. Anderson, I like to talk about Mikey Anderson, so he's on the board. 5 assists in 14 games over the last month. Let's get him a goal. Dallas, 25, 12, and 5 overall. They're 5, 4, and 1 over their last 10 games. Over the last month, Rope Hintz, 14 games, 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points. Harley's really come into his own too. 2 goals, 7 assists, 9 points in 14 games. Dodonov's been solid from a depth perspective. 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points in 14 games. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start between the Islanders and the Jets. The first of two meetings. They'll meet again on March the 23rd. The Islanders, 19, 14, and 10 overall. They're 3, 6, and 1 in their last 10 games and finding themselves on the outside of the playoffs looking in right now. Bo Horvat over the last month, 14 games, 6 goals, 5 assists, 11 points. Pajot, 14 games, 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 points. And Holmstrom, 14 games, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points. Holmstrom's very dangerous. Short-handed. If he can start translating that to his 5-on-5 game, the goals will come. Winnipeg, 28, 10, and 4 overall. They're 8, 1, and 1 in their last 10 games. Cole Perfetti over the last month, 14 games, 5 goals, 5 assists, 10 points. Dillon, 14 games, 1 goal, 5 assists, 6 points. And Sandberg, just the 4 assists in 14 games, but he's also been a +9. Sandberg's been really quite good for Winnipeg. 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific, and I gotta wear Chicago, don't I? So San Jose and Chicago, they have saved this masterpiece for now. And it's the first of 3 masterpieces we shall see. We'll meet again on March 17th and March the 23rd. San Jose 10, 31, and 3 overall. 1 and 9 over their last 10 games. Ferraro, 14 games, just the 9 assists. Yeah, I went with players that don't have a goal. Eklund, 14 games, 4 assists for Eklund thus far. Hoffman, 2 assists in 13 games. One of them you would think would have to get going goal scoring wise. Chicago, and I'm wearing Chicago because why not? They're at home. 12, 29, and 2 overall. 2, 7, 1 in their last 10, but somebody's got to win the game. Tenorti has 5 assists over 11 games over the last month. He's a -10 over that period, though. That's a problem. Vlasic's been quite good. 4 assists in 10 games. He's a +2, and if you're a plus on Chicago, and again, no matter how you feel about the plus-minus status being a plus, that's something right there. Korchinski, 1 assist over 12 games and a -8. So Korchinski, a young defenseman, Vlasic, a young defenseman, but quite different in terms of their play recently. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. The Arizona Coyotes in against the Calgary Flames on January 11th. Calgary won this matchup 6-2. These teams will meet again April the 14th. Arizona, 21, 18, and 2 overall. They're 5 and 5 over their last 10 games. Lawson Krause in 12 games over the last month. 4 goals, 4 assists for 8 points. Logan Cooley, just the 5 assists over 12 games. We had expected more goals with Cooley. Eventually, I think that's going to come. Carcone, I've been waiting for Carcone to get the goal scoring going again. He has 2 assists in 11 games over the last month, so throw him on the board and see what happens. Calgary, 20, 18, and 5 overall, 6 and 4 over their last 10 games. Nazem Kadri over the last month has been quite good. 13 games, 6 goals, 6 assists, 12 points. Backlund, solid run for him too. 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points in 13 games, and good plus-minus numbers. And Noah Hannafin, 13 games, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points. As we still wait to see what's going to happen. What's Noah Hannafin's fate in Calgary, or is it going to end up being somewhere else? 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific start between Toronto and Edmonton. This should be the game of the night. March the 23rd, these teams will meet in Toronto. Tonight they're meeting in Edmonton. The Leafs are 21, 12, and 8 overall. 4, 4, and 2 over their last 10 games. But there shouldn't be a problem getting up for a game against the Oilers. Marner in 14 games over the last month, 6 goals, 8 assists, 14 points. Solid numbers. Bertuzzi probably looking for a goal or 2 more. 1 goal, 9 assists, 10 points in 14 games for him. Tavares has had a rough month. 4 goals, 2 assists, 6 points in 14 games. And if you look at the plus-minus side of things, it's been a rough month for him as well. 23, 15, and 1 record for Edmonton overall, but of course they've won 10 in a row. They're going for their 11th win in a row. Fogle, 12 games over the last month, 3 goals, 8 assists, 11 points. Can't rave enough about his work. Bouchard, 12 games over the last month, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points. And Evander Kane, who has become part of a discussion on what line he should be on, how much ice time he should get, etc., etc. 11 games, 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points for Kane. I still think, a player needs to earn that top ice time, and if they're not producing very well, then it makes sense to drop them down. But of course, then the question becomes, how do you get a guy out of a slump? Do you put him on the top line, or do you make him work his way out of it? And that's where there's that divide. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always, including your winners for these games. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you've not done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support as always. I will talk to you again soon.